Welcome to Select Arcane. We're on our way to Quebec Live, Wild West Edition. This is the first running of this show, and it's about 6.5 hours away from home, but we're road tripping with the dogs, and it'll be a lot of fun. Let's back up a little. The show was being held on a Sunday, so we actually left on Saturday, knowing full well that we can make the journey from Ontario to Quebec. I actually don't have that many show horses in my collection. Everything fit into 2 little totes, and that allowed room for our suitcase and the dog stuff. The drive is really just one straight highway all the way over, and every time I seem to make my way out this way, it always seems to rain or snow. So I wasn't surprised that it poured virtually the whole time we were on the road. We stopped a few times for bathroom breaks, to let the dogs walk around, and of course for snacks. But it was in Port Hope that we realized that we had someone following us. Alyssa and her mom Michelle were right on our tail, also attending the show, and they caught up to us pretty quickly. They passed us, but we ended up meeting up for dinner just outside of Montreal, headed back to our respective hotels, and passed out. We were up bright and early and made the 45-minute journey to the show hall. Yeah, you heard that right. There are no hotels closer. If it wasn't for a mandatory coffee run, we could have been the first ones there, I think. Inside, we signed in with show host Celine and started to set up the table. My goal was to show in resin breed, resin workmanship, and open performance. But I also jumped in to judge OF minis, custom breed, and custom workmanship. Showers ventured from all over eastern Canada, from Ontario, interior Quebec, and all the way from Nova Scotia. To my knowledge, this is the first show of its kind this far east in Region 11. Traditionally, you would only find shows in Ontario like Toronto Live, Autumn Live, and Luck of the Irish, or in the far west where you can find Sugar High Live. So Quebec Live has really opened up a new area within the region. I'm not gonna lie, I'm used to a fast-paced show environment. Usually I'm sprinting between tables, panting a little bit, and forgetting a lot of horses. But to my surprise, Quebec Live was actually very slow-paced. But I say that in a really good way. This made it very, very beginner-friendly for anyone who was brand new to showing. It kind of reminded me when I flew down to North Carolina for the Circle C Classic Model Horse Show. The entire atmosphere was a lot more relaxed and family-orientated. Celine mentioned during the show that she actually wanted it to be like this. She wasn't interested in a high-paced, fast show that was only focused on the competition. Shows like Toronto Live could get really overwhelming, and it's really competitive and set for more advanced showers. So if you're new to showing, I highly recommend that you go to a show like Quebec Live, or Quebec Live itself next year, because it will feel a lot less daunting. Even for a small show, competition was fierce. Lynn Castles-Caldwell of Snowdrift Studios is the most prominent artist in our region. I myself own 2 pieces from Lynn, and Alyssa has an entire treasure trove of both customs and resins. So it's safe to say when we compete against each other, it's Battle of the Lynns. My Super Lumina 2 resin, painted by Lynn, named 357, won a Grand Champion for Artist Resin Breed. My Miss Prince resin, also painted by Lynn, named Sedona, took home Reserve Champion for Artist Resin Breed.
So the champion of Artist Resin Breed is 357 by AAE. Congratulations. And the reserve champion, the reserve champion is Sedona, also by AAE.
In workmanship, one of my Maggie Bennett micros, painted by Nina Bikram, took home Reserve Champion. And who won Artist Resin Workmanship? But none other than a resin painted by Lynn. So the moral of the story is, if you don't have a resin painted by Lynn, you should get one right now. There were a lot of beautiful ponies at this show, and the performance entries were solid. With so few showers, I expected to be the only one showing in performance, but oh, was I wrong. Nearly every class filled the ring, and the judges had such a hard time choosing winners. My fire resin, painted by Nikki Button, named Flaxen Queen, took Reserve Champion for performance. Great memories were made at this show, and a few happy tears were even shed by some first-time champions. And just like that, the show was over. It was a long 12-hour day, but we hardly noticed we had so much fun. We packed up all the ponies, and it was like we were never here. Eric and I spent one more night outside of Montreal before making the long journey home. Thank you so much to Céline and friends. Without everyone there, it wouldn't have been Quebec Live. If you're interested in this show next year, join the Quebec Live Model Horse Show Facebook page. There's currently a vote up to see what the next theme is. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram @SelectArcane or on Facebook by the same name. Thanks for watching. Bye!